All right, I'm standing here with David Barton at David Barton's Gym here in Bellevue, Washington. Dave, you got a lot of gyms. A lot of people know the name David Barton now. You've branded yourself. You're in Miami. You're in New York City. You're here out in Washington. A lot of people don't know who you are, though, and a lot of people don't know that you were one of the original Bob Grushkin bodybuilders back in the day.
That's right. There is a David Barton, and it's me. And yeah, I haven't competed in quite some time. Now I'm just making gyms for for other people.
You look young, Dave. But how old are you nowadays?
Oh man, I don't like to say.
You were competing back in the '80s, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna be 50 in a year, so I figure maybe yeah, man. You know, I'm
getting in there.
We're getting over. Both getting
I'm
over.
Close. I'm 45. I shouldn't talk.
Yeah, no, I haven't competed since 1991, but yeah, Bob Grushkin was my coach. And
what were some of the shows you did back in the day?
Well, actually, I don't know if I should say this. I went from NPC to AAU.
Oh, you did? You switched? That's when Bob was
I did, yeah. And they were real nice to me there. So, the last show was right before the AAU, the NABA Universe. I stopped. I was opening up my first gym. It was 1992. And before that, I did a lot of I did all the NPC shows.
What made you say I'm going to go into the gym business? Because it's not an easy business, really, and you've been very successful at it.
I don't know. I was the gym business. I got out of college. I thought I was going to go into music. I'm a musician. I was a drummer. I
didn't know that.
Rock bands. I still play in bands. I was like a punk rocker. I loved working out. I looked around at these gyms and I thought, gyms were. I loved working out, but I wanted a gym that would kind of mix like sex, drugs, and rock and roll and working out.
Sure.
How do you mix sex, drugs, rock and roll, and health? So I
did it.
Let me make a cool gym. It was kind of rock and roll, and it turned out to it was a big hit, that first one. And
is this the coolest gym? This is the coolest one I've seen.
I think they're all pretty cool. They're all different. This one's special. They're all my babies. It's hard to say which is the coolest.
How much money did you spend on this gym? This gym is, we're standing on an extreme sport ramp, I guess you could say. It's the entranceway to the gym here.
Yeah, man. This was $1 billion to build. I swear to God.
It looks like it was cost $1 billion.
Man, it was. But, people are worth it. This place was like really like it's like this place is like a palace. And if you could see.
After you did it, did you say, what am I, fucking nuts?
I know I'm fucking nuts. But, I wanted it like this is like a skateboarder's ramp, half pipe. I wanted to bring like the outdoors in. Seattle people love the outdoors, but it rains like 11 months out of the year. So let me bring the outdoors in, turn it upside down,
Do your kids skateboard on this thing, or you don't let them?
No, I kick their ass if they try. So no, this is just for it's for looks. But you could, man, bring your skateboard. You could skateboard.
I'll kill myself. I already tore my quad on the staircase. Talk to me a little bit about the lighting here, because I know last year I was told by some of your employees, you weren't here last year, that the lighting alone you spent almost $1 million on.
Yeah, no, lighting. Listen, lighting in the gym is really important. First of all, you want to look in the mirror and look amazing. When I built my first
bodybuilders always hit poses, and we always like good lighting.
Want to look beautiful in the mirror. So, I just wanted to take the fluorescent lights out of the gym, make it cool, give it good music, rock it out, cool staff, and make kind of sexy, which it should be. And lighting just wasn't being done right, so I put a lot into the lighting.
How much? Seriously, was it $1 million, or is that an exaggeration? I'm falling off your
lighting here was almost $1 million.
That's crazy. Now, what kind of a clientele do you have here? Is it mixed? Are you one of these gyms that doesn't want bodybuilders here?
I love bodybuilders. I'm a bodybuilder. What am I going to discriminate against my own?
Some guys do. Mike had sold out. He went Planet Hollywood. He went Planet Fitness.
No, Planet Fitness. No, man. You listen. I like to get a mix of people. Like men, women, young, old, just like everything. And to me, listen, bodybuilding. Everything good in my life came from bodybuilding. It taught me how to be disciplined. It gave me a career. Bodybuilding is like in my soul, in my blood. If you cut me open, bodybuilding would spill out onto the floor.
I'm glad that you haven't abandoned those roots. Now, I noticed you got the couch over there. I like the couch. We'll show all this after. Yeah. And Brian Moss had the couch, I remember, at Better Bodies back in the day. Did you get that from him?
No, I don't think so. No, we had a little area. I wanted to have a place, the gym, I wanted a place for people to hang after they train.
Yeah.
So I had somebody make that. It's a very long, chest.
Awesome.
I had that made for me. But now I like to put furniture in the gym, let people hang out. Brian's gym was cool, man. Brian was, that was when there was like 3 gyms in Manhattan back then. Remember, there's like no gyms, and his gym.
Where do you have? What gyms? What's the locations of the current gyms that you have?
So I have 3 in New York, 1 down in Astor Place, 1 in Chelsea, 1 on the Upper East Side, and then 1 in Miami Beach, South Beach, Chicago.
Where in Chicago is the one?
It's in River North. It's on 600 West Chicago. It's like on the river, in a really groovy neighborhood. I want to do more stuff in Chicago. Chicago's a great city. Here, and then we're in Vegas, which is Summerlin, which is like a suburb.
Right. You're in
Vegas, not in the Strip. And 2 in LA.
Is that a headache, though? How do you manage all these? Do you own them all, or are these franchises?
No, we own all of them, and the ones in LA, we did a partnership with a guy out there, so they help run it. Is it a headache, did you say?
Yeah. You look so mellow.
It's easy.
Are you on drugs? You're not taking drugs, are you?
I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, no, man, no. It's no, I can't. That's like,
It's not healthy.
Yeah,
David, awesome, Jim. What you did is very innovative, and there's not many people doing anything innovative. But I'm gonna put you on the spot. I want a front double bicep for the camera to show you still got your bodybuilding. Look, the guy's taking his shirt off and everything.
Well, I'm really modest, but
perform into the camera there a little bit. David Barton, he actually still walks the walk. He's got ripped abs at 50 years old, skull chains on, and what do you got? About 18, 19-inch arms there?
Oh man, I don't know. Like I think
split bicep. Look at that.
I think they're getting smaller as I get older, but I got to keep in shape.
I think you should compete. You look like you're ready to compete this week.
Maybe I will, man.